So we're getting a speed Skul build here. Yeah, I won these because their swap and their skills are very aggressive and have very good ability for cleaning rooms. So we can start with these two. So we deal more damage, and because both are Carleon items, we actually get 60 gold every time we enter a room, like now. 60, now 120, without even fighting anyone. And that's why I like this pairing. You can see how they synergize well between swapping and using the skill. Beware that you have to jump on top of this again, so and it will attack. And having hits between this and the okay. We have some recovery at least here. Shouldn't have taken this damage though. We could prevent this one though. Yeah. In case you never saw any video from me, actually this one is my first one narrated. And my name is Mr. Brakamudo. I played some roguelites, but yeah, I usually am not a good gamer at all. But for some reason at this game, I'm fairly consistent at beating the hardest level. So maybe I'm just cheating it out or not, but from one mediocre gamer to possibly another one. Sometimes it's just what you need, right? A good strategy and some consistency. Unique chest. Some luck also helps because now we have 2 treasure and some gain, some extra gain. Yeah, this ninja is a bit annoying, but you just have to jump back when he attacks, and it gives you enough time to strike back. Yeah, my playstyle might be different than yours. Maybe you can get some interesting like strategies that I use to beat this. So one thing that I want to show is like grabbing 2 common skulls is actually fairly okay, and you can upgrade both common skulls, then have enough fragments to grab some of the altar upgrades, and be fine with 2 legendaries by the end of the run. And since these are so synergistic between them, you can actually just use them as a single build with 4 skills, which if you consider actually 6 because each swap is actually good. Since we always take damage, we just heal here. But here we have the luck measurer device, which gives us 2 items in 2 different shops. But since the advantage is we want is in the early game, we actually just reroll it as soon as possible. And since we have 20 rerolls, we just try to get the best that we can. This here is a very good for a dash run, and also gives us heirloom, and which we can go to the description machine and grab a second one instantly, which means every 40 seconds we have 1 hit of invisibility, which is very powerful. I'm going to buy this. It's bad, but it's 5 fragments anyway. Medusa is powerful, even though we are in a physical build. She stuns enemies, and if they're stunned, they cannot deal damage to you. We're playing here against the warrior. He can drop us the warrior's pauldrons, which should be very good because it's like a must-have item for hard difficulty builds because it gives you invincibility. Like we had here from the front, we have the same as the hero. If it's unfair for you, it's unfair for the hero as well. This time. No matter. Okay. Just some healing, which is okay. Very good healing. Yeah, this will be okay because it's more gold every room, but this here allows us to upgrade both of our skulls to rare, which doesn't sound like much, but actually increases our DPS for the rest of Act 1 very nicely. So I do like having this kind of build. And since we are in level 9, we actually get more bone fragments for our Skul runs, so we can actually get both legendary faster. Guys are a bit annoying, but after you kill them, it all cleans up. I missed my thing, but it's fine as well. Okay, my third treasure is great, but also the antique allows us to gain 35 plus 35, so 70 more HP now. And if you're trying to survive, this is a way of not losing your first life on Act 1. The amplification is better on us than on them. This thing, you can just get rid of it as soon as it starts to become a problem. The dog's fine. It's not like he just fell into outside the map. See, we got some. And got some seal. And here, since we have 15 rerolls, we will see a legendary, I believe. So we can actually try to figure out if the... Okay, we won't see the legendary because this one is the must-have thing that I said. For 5 seconds we are invisible from the front. And I'll grab one reroll here. This is a... this looks very much like my last win with those two. So it will be repeated, but you will see my thought process throughout the entire build, I guess. Chase is nice, antique is nice, treasure, we want 4 treasure. Now, every room, it's a Skul, fragment and gold and item room, because you can get either of those 3 in the final level of treasure, if it's working correctly. Sometimes in this beta we have a glitch that we don't get any chest. I think it happened to us. Oh no. We do have 4 treasure. I don't like this. What can you do, right? I'll just grab something here and keep going. One thing that you can notice as well, the same treasure bug happens on this. We stop getting the decrements here on the items from the shop. So the correct thing to do is just exit the game and come back. And when you come back, it should start decrementing. You can hear the sound, but hopefully we also will start getting treasure chests, because it's our build. We want for treasure as soon as we can, so we can actually just grab infinite chests every room. Oh, treasures here, awesome. Okay. So yeah, we only have 18 fragments, but it's okay. We have 2 good skulls, we have good defense, and we should have 6, unless the glitch. Yeah, we have 6 dark art things, I forget the name. And yeah, this will give us my build, which we'll see as soon as. Yggdrasil as a fight is very similar to the normal mode, so you don't have to overthink it. So this, you just jump a bit higher and you're fine. We have so much like indirect damage from our items. You don't need to even worry about going into the Yggdrasil phase. You would normally sit here and just attack when it's stopped like this, but we don't care. Okay, Act 1 done. This would be good, but we are not in a magic run. And this is okay, but even this is like fine, but honestly, just give me 10 max HP and let's move on. Because these 10 max HP actually become way higher with Super Baby, which is a must in my build. This plus Reckless Posture gives us more HP and damage decrease, which goes to 10 by 5 times, which is like 50% damage increased if you get combo decreased, I mean, and plus 100% that you deal. So it's good. Kingslayer is just a good generic item for boss fights, because the boss fights are the longest and the hardest ones, and it means basically that everything like near damage or far away damage or attack damage or skill damage or item damage or quintessence damage, it's all technically amplified by 70%, right? Because the life is reduced by 15%. And less resistance because it's basically another reassemble. And this is so busted to get early because every time you die, you can buy on the next act the same item, the same ability. So yeah, if you have more like need to heal, you can buy it in the middle here. But right now, we are fairly healthy. Just go here and RP 0 is good. It's 25 fragments, so we guarantee at least one of these skulls will be unique by the end of the adventure fight. Quarantine, you just take damage if you're in the board. If you're close to it, you'll be fine. And let's see the chest. More gold. Gold is good, but it's the generic thing that you get from these chests. You can get better, like items and skulls and fragments by just being lucky. But all outcomes are good if in this hard mode. In the normal mode, you would hate the extra fragments by X4, but now you just keep getting them. Heirloom. 4 heirloom, just so we deal more damage when the one item, it's mediocre, but then you get more gold because you have the stone mask and the gold incense burner. So we are getting 45% more gold, which is good. And since we are in level 9, we should actually get these gold bars as well, which we can just leave on the floor and grab for us. Yeah, treasure is a good early thing. We want antique and heirloom if we can for defense, but we also want some way of dealing damage. Champion with combo. If this was early, this would be a champ run season, but now we are just going to the basics of upgrading skulls. So yeah, this is the other must-have in any defensive build that like you want to survive and are not guaranteed to. So we will actually go down the 4 heirloom because we don't need that. And grab this. We have 5,000 gold, so let's grab that as well. Get your gear. It's great with bike. I think it doesn't do anything with the werewolf. And I don't think we can fit in 5 masterpieces. So I'm actually going to leave it here. That's weird to say. But yeah, I'm grabbing this. It's somehow always the shield, but we can swap with this that gives more fragments. And then recycle it for left. We still have some gold, so okay. Thieves Black Steel Dagger is a good reason to, yeah, we can move from this second heirloom. We still have our 2 triggers, which is great because of this. You don't need to force those items. This is also good. And yeah, just grab this because all drugs in this game are good. You just grab it and move on. You heard it here first, kids. all cards are good. It's feeling a little sluggish now because of the lack of the movement from Ring of Wind. Actually, it is substantial, but if we ever find a good item that actually gives us good movement speed, we grab that. It's not rare chest, like rare Skul chest is fine, because again, since level 9 we get more fragments from it. We don't get upset because it's not another legendary. We also just got a champion, so not everything needs to be the best shoe. Let's see what's here. More fragments. Brawler upgrade, you just jump and it's fine. And remember to use your Quintessences because it's good then as well. So if you need some time here, like strategy to deal with an adventure fight, you can wait until your skills load and your quintessence loads, so you can just go all in the first hit. But it's fine as well if you don't want to wait, you don't need to. It's just like minor edges that can help you winning the run that you're struggling a bit. Just a bit more patience and you'll be fine. And also 300 and 3 lives and damage reduction. Yeah. Your damage could be mediocre. These things have a lot of HP, so it is hard to deal with. But if they die first, you win. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Even though you don't want to 2-hour run, this will not be it. It's actually fairly high damage. No, it's not. But remember, they only have 85% of the health. So when the bar hits 15, they just die, like the Priestess Lady did. Okay, 15%, they died, we loot. Remember to loot all of them because they can drop items. Some of them are legendary and very good. This is usually good to pick, but we don't have space for this, and this is 23. We can actually get one of them to legendary here. It's going to be Pike first, because this is a dash build. You don't need to do a dash build of course, but that's what I'm doing. Okay, we got Forward Rush, which is better than Forward March on these kind of builds, because the invincibility from the dashes are important. But like the werewolf, we got one, which is the full physical build. I don't know why the werewolf is partially magical. The attack and nothing makes sense. for it to be magic, but so getting the 2 physical builds without the 2 physical skills without having to reroll for it is good. These things, you just stay behind them and poke them to them, and it's fine. You have to face them, yes. But yeah, more fragments, 7 from the chest and 11 from the skull. Quarantine is hard if you're trying to move a lot, but you can also stay in, or since we have stun and good items, you can just run away and wait for your items to kill you. Oh no, we took 70 damage. This would be a problem if we had 150 HP. Not a problem if we had 300. And just more gold, which is still fine. And at some point you want to move away from 4 treasure and get some items that deal damage. But since we're making so much gold, this can actually be delayed. And since we have a lot of gold as well, we can do this and recycle it, because it's 13 HP right now. Let's go. It's common, so we swap here. We still don't want to replace our heirloom. These items are crappy. This is great. It's 100% more damage. We can replace with. We don't have 2 courage, so this is instantly more damage than that. And another. Please give us better drops, please. Something. Okay, 7 fragments, it's fine. Yeah, I always prefer Skul rooms instead of gold ones because of the benefits of late fragments now. But we can, like, either. Yeah, it's I'm just sharing my strategy, basically, because yeah, some people are still having issues, even dropping some of the earlier levels, and yeah, some of the unlocks that you get for beating the levels help. For instance, the extra skulls and the luck measure, but also everything gets more bulky. For instance, Yggdrasil now heals for 3,800 HP, which is a lot, and I don't even want to know how much the HP the sisters have, because yeah, I wouldn't doubt, like, if you told me, I would believe you that the hero has over 50,000. So when you do, like, decrease their HP by 15%, it's a lot. more. I think the hero having only 50,000 is an understatement. Should be well over 100. We could check later. Because the game is written in Unity, so data mining anything, any information there is actually fairly trivial. More fortress and more heirloom. We don't want more fortress. I think it's good. It's okay. It accumulates with our other items, but we still want for treasure more than this, or at least until we get some good items to replace them with. So the sisters fight. If you are used to the combat in normal mode, it's fairly similar. Some moves are faster, and some moves have extra finishers, but the strategy is the same. Dash away. That's why I don't like playing Power Skulls. I miss this, but it's fine. For this move is you dash into her, not away. It's actually the secret for dodging many moves, because if you're dashed away, it can catch you in your recovery. But if you dash in, you basically nullify the hitbox. Like this. I tried dashing away and couldn't. This year she will do a new dash at the end, so beware of that. But other than that, it's basically the same move, just faster. I missed. Away and then I missed it. Great. Now I'm making a fool of myself in my own channel. This setup is actually good because we are increasing the HP of both sisters, so the second phase might be a bit easier. But she will heal for a little because she has a minimum HP. So I killed her, and she will heal for about 900 maybe. I've seen her heal for 200 before. 800 now, you see? So she does have a minion. This attack you just grab. This one is one that you can dash away. This you just grabbing in front of her, which is the same zone. Then it's deterministic. You can try the other one, but it's less consistent of a setup. This one you just dash like the first one, like in the normal mode. This one you stay still, dash away and dash inside, because as I told you, it's easier to evade when that's hit you instead of outside of you. If you're playing a Power Skull, I have no idea how to evade this, because I mostly play 2 dashes, to be honest. You can walk a bit and then dash into, but it's harder. Like, I missed this a few times. And of course, if you have warriors polyrons, you can just stand still and facing the thing and you will miss. Later. Our legendary is rather underwhelming. We can just grab 10 HP, which will become 14.5, or grab some gold, which is 1473 because we have one legendary now, and the stone mask just gives you 50% more. Let's grab 1000 gold and move on. Our build is fairly complete now. We only need 2 more resources for this, but 2 super baby and 1 reckless posture. Now we have 363 HP. We still cannot upgrade the werewolf, but if you were scared, again, you can just pay here and grab some healing. You heal 20 and get 10 more maximum HP. But yeah, since we want a good werewolf and to use the altar, we're going to do the best we can to go through these Skul rooms. So our damage is lacking. You can see that they were able to summon this big golem, which is problematic because this is hard to dodge. You have to dash into the beam. First polydrome is also hard, of course. And this, you just move away from it and see the explosion. Light armor is the easiest thing to deal with because it's basically a regular enemy with very high HP. I missed this. And by just attacking this, the boots dealt with the alchemist on top as well. So I like this item a lot. See what we got? More gold, which is fine. We buy us more 3 rolls in the shop. This thing here, we just dodged the well, that wasn't a good blast to see. But this, you can see, stay away, and when it dashes into you, you dash the other way. Always dash into, never. Yeah, Intense Cold is one of the later additions to the difficulty because you get slow if you are inside the range. You can see the ring around you, so you lose attack speed, which is problematic if you are doing melee, but if you are doing just dash, away from things. These things that explode will deal damage to you, so you don't want to stay close to them. But yeah, it's fairly trivial to deal with. Drugs, always good. And skulls, same deal. We could now have a 2 werewolf run, but I'm not going to lose my legendary pike. If you missed, I actually made a video with 2 pikes. That's how I found them. And let's just do this and do our usual swap. This here is okay with pike, not great with werewolf, so I'm leaving it there. Just checking in to see what we can do. Stop giving me comments, man. Good. Not many good items, I guess, but we got a few fragments and drugs for 7,000 gold. Just stay inside. Like you should have done in 2020. Yeah. Let's go. Just dash into the beam. Not away from. The explosion, just it's still not the explosion. Okay, now it is. You just stay away from the radius and you'll be fine. Oh yeah, Frieza, the train in the thing. I don't remember. Bronze thing. These things dash into them when the beams are fast. You just I hit sometimes, but just dash. You can't evade it by stand still. And I should use more resistance because well, in the right direction here. Margot. This one will have a guaranteed pull after I killed everything. So this robot is annoying. This missile you just dash into it, so it explodes without dealing you damage, but it deals massive damage if you stay there. See, dash in, it explodes, doesn't kill. It's slow and forgiving enough for that. We already have enough to upgrade our werewolf, so everything else is going to be bonus from the get out of here. Going too fast. Right anyway. 8 bombs. It's fine. Gold rooms are okay, but chest rooms, since they give you 3 choices, always better. You can okay, I didn't kill them in time, so the golem is here with the robots, so just like last room, it's problematic because missiles and lasers, and so that's where our reckless posture comes in and saves us, because I took a lot of damage. Now I have 49% damage reduction. Yeah, let's say it's good. Just stay away from the radius, which is marked in red. And it takes 40 minutes to get you. Let's see what we got here. By the way, if you get a treasure chest that has an item, it will be glitched and give you the same treasure twice. It didn't, because it wasn't an item, but from my experience, it somehow uses the same RNG, and they didn't fix, at least the last time I checked. From these things, just stay away from these exploding things and you're fine. This deals damage when we dash. And it's actually not dash damage. It might be a good thing to use. But if we pick it, it means we are done with the treasure. Which might be okay. We grabbed a lot. Though, since we are doing damage with items, we can actually remove the Scrap Steel Dagger and still be a bit greedy. Let's keep the greed down. %30 amplification. It's like, since Kingslayer is not actual amplification, it's HP reduction. We are amplifying and then amplifying again. It's very good. Adventure doesn't change our strategy, just run around and if you evade it's good, if you don't evade it's fine. 90 HP, it means that now we have damage reduction from Knight's Determination, you can see in the second here, but also you have the reckless posture whenever we take hits, like now, 0.36, and it just gets better by the end of the round. This masterpiece would have been great if we had more masterpieces. We didn't, so just seal. We actually had 3 animators. No? Maybe they're all played up, held up here. And yeah, more treasure. So yeah, 145. So we get 3 upgrades plus the werewolf legendary. Still in Act 3. So at least for level 9, very easy, very viable. Let's get some healing here. And yeah. We later want to increase our cooldown and just reduce product reduction and actual damage. But for now, everything here is fine. Right now, as well, this year is the Sin event. Is the only event that gives you a way of always dealing damage of one single type. It's great if you have like a magic skull and a physical skull, or a magic skull with shadow light, because it is the most powerful quintessence in the game, basically. But for us here, it's just, you see here, treasure. Okay, am I that greedy? It is less than 10% less damage, but it is still for treasure, sure. So yeah, I am the greedy. Taboo, my friend, my favorite relic. I didn't even think about it. It would have been physical kaboom, because we just got sent. Oh, too late now. Sorry. That's what you get for nothing. Would have been. Though we would have to upgrade another skull and some of the small upgrades that we like from the altars. So let's just pretend that didn't happen and move on. From the shop, we want something good on we always heal. And Light Weasel is actually better than Medusa, maybe. Let's do the swap here because it's always a common for some reason. And Grail, no. And like these. Fairy Tale, no. Though we do have death here, so it's not death there. Still, we don't need it. This here is like, would you like 120% damage? I would, but can I fit it in? Only if I stop with the treasure. Am I done with the treasure? This here is also good. This is 90% damage period. So yeah, this might be time to say goodbye to treasure. We just got this, the Greed Prophecy, but it is and now we have only 2 treasure. If the glitch is not on, we should get some chests. And I got rid of this in, so my Light Weasel will deal magic damage, which is less than our physical. But we also have some amplification and yeah. Only 186 plus the amplification from Chase, which applies to everything. Yeah. Our build is basically complete at this point, but we want to replace this stone mask by the end of the run with something that uses damage. Maybe something generic could be good, like the ring or Pot of Greed, or something very good for a build, for physical builds like Hope Slasher. If we get Hope Slasher, we can grab the second Courage and amplify all of this damage by extra 10%. Again, this thing, we can just run away. We will always dash in our way, but we will not. reach you, so you don't always have to jump on top of it. Grab some gold, which is still 200 only. Okay, it's not that much. All 3 unique items. Not for a build. Again, you can skip this room in normal mode by doing this, but you can see in the map they already spawn. So instead have to go here and fight them, not being a coward or trying to save time for your long run that is already too long. If you don't step there, the trigger won't proc, but you still need to grab the transcendence back here. Yeah, I fell on the floor, so now I have to fight these as well. But I grab my healing, I grab my treasure. So we're fine. Unnecessary healing, because there's no HP. Yeah, this is the Chimera fight. This run is going very well, though fairly slowly because we didn't have a lot of damage for a while, and we still don't really. We amplify a bit, but after we deal this damage, we have 560. It's actually good damage. Remember that we also amplify it by 30% because of the chase that we have 4 of them. Take some damage, and now 560 and 0.5 now. Okay, this is our maximum for now. For this level of attack, you just jump in and dodge on top because it's easier with when it's just a single thing, like the X1, like the normal level would be. You can even go here. Since we are Kingslayer, Chimera should die anytime soon. You can see the particles from the PG here. That's it. Okay. Infinite Bone is okay. Poison Fang is mediocre, really. I'll just grab more HP because I want to be very safe. I just want to win a run and show you how I would be doing. So yeah, Reckless. And yeah, these are not worth it removing the Kingslayer. If you want, sometimes you can do like here. You can amplify the item damage instead. But then your entire dash damage into the hero, or your skill damage, or your attack, or your quintessence are useless. So I would rather right now just keep this here. We only have 3 upgrades, so I will grab 2 cooldowns and 1 here, but we can further upgrade more or focus on one more of those. If you are okay with the HP, you should keep some of them to heal at on the second altar, just to heal before the hero fight after John, because she isn't going to heal you 200 damage if you take 200 damage. But it's very fine. And, Yaksha, thank you for your fragments. I like jumping on this item so I can follow in this platform, because sometimes there's a totem here and it would help. So it's fine. So it might be the reason why we move away from treasure. So let's see what is the item first. When it's an item room, you can technically like re-roll the slime by going out and going back like of the game, and recording the position, because the position is deterministic based on the room number. I checked that on the code. As I told you, the game is fairly easy to like. Another thing that you can do, if you don't want to rig it, like I don't like doing this, you can just remove one item and then destroy the item that you don't want, and then after it duplicates, you can consider if you want this or the item that you don't want duplicated, but it's good enough to keep it by itself. I had double boots in the werewolf only win, so I'll keep that. I now have 5 chase, so I actually can remove one of those. The worst one is this. Because this is treasure and antique, I'm going to keep this until the next shop. Business, no. This is heirloom. It will be HP and for her heirloom, but let's be honest, we're not keeping the Mirage for a while, so I'll just grab this and restock again. Drugs, don't even read it, they are all good in the game. Too late for this, sadly. And this here doesn't even have chase, it's just... I will roll. It's useless to reroll now, so I'll just replace here, and because it's unique, 15 plus 45%. It's about 7 extra, 22. Not bad. Here, you can just clean the room easily. The developers know that you're good enough, so don't need to prove yourself against these bad skulls. I like these bad rooms. Okay, you're not that good if you're falling like this on a level 9 YouTube run, but at least you're at full HP and I'll have a lot of ice. 44 shield, just on top of all of this. Again, good enough. By Weasel giving the extra dash distance is interesting in this kind of build, even though we are purely physical build. And the damage from by Weasel is probably not great. It's fun. This year, it's to show like you can activate when you fall. It's good game design because there's only one enemy here. So when you go here, you have a lot of them. So you just step in, and they respawn, and you step on the other one. So you go to the other way, step in. Step in. If it wasn't the dark enemy, the room would be cleared and you wouldn't need to grind the fight. But since it is a dark enemy, you have to go back and spam some more, just because. Okay. At this point, the swap abilities are not useful anymore, so it's not even necessary to have it here. But both of them are fun, and the swap actually gives you an extra thing. When you are swapping, you get temporary 20 HP barrier, so it is a way of saving yourself against an attack against a boss. Like, you evade with the movement, and if you get hit in an HP barrier instead of losing actual HP, which is good. Treasure. No! Yeah, that was the seal. So, last adventurer fight. Warrior, we already have the pauldron, so the item dropped. I don't know his legendary. I don't think I've gotten it yet, but I don't really care right now. Just I just noticed that I haven't used hunt much. It is good for cleaning rooms, but I don't get it. Kingslayer. Down. Master Fighter. It's good. 15% amplification into the hero. I may take this. Yes, we lose the antique, we lose the treasure, but now we have two extra things that we can, two extra inscriptions that we get at the yeah, it's complete, I believe. Yeah, it's just moving into things, being careful whenever we can so we don't die easily. But remember, at this point we have 3 lives. This here, just talk and cancel. I think maybe only the... I don't even know if there's any NPC that we can see, but never know. I don't keep track of that. Unless it's slime. Sometimes I don't want slime. Yeah, the dark enemy is going to Arbiter. Its name, I never saw it. So yeah, the Arbiter regeneration is another one of the easy abilities to deal with, because it doesn't deal damage to you, basically. Okay. Remember what I said about Pulp Slasher? It is better than Master Fighter, and we can grab the second courage at the shop. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Though Main of the Beast King, very good as well, and we would replace a chase item. If only we could get both of them in, in different arrows don't track these things, so you need to play a bit fair. So it's fine. And now we have 750 maximum attack before dropping the reckless posture, but it's going to change right now at the shop. The first thing we're getting is the second inscription for courage. We don't need to heal. Funny. And courage. Now 558. We do this 807. Sounds wrong. Now 958. Okay, better. Random item? Nope. Look. 15 HP. Thank you. And do we even have anything that we want in this build? I will just save the gold in case we need to heal before the shop. Like, unless there's something generic like Pot of Greed and the Rain. I don't think we can improve this run by much. Just leave the synergies and the good damage. Oh yeah, the Arbiter gives shields to the enemies around it, but it's fine. Lecture again. Thank you for the fragments again. 105, so we already get like 7 upgrades at the next and last altar. Yeah. So yeah, the lesson here so far is, if you're still with me, thank you by the way. It's just like your run doesn't need to be busted to survive, but as long as you survive, it can become busted because you will see more items. Yeah, you don't need to deal much damage early. You just need to have some survival ability and some resource. If you have treasure early, great. That's it. One of the best early, and one of the best inscriptions. But yeah, if you don't, it's fine either way. Let's heal for 15. Thank you. All of them are in there, so let's grab our gold, our 2 stacks up, whatever hit us, and 428 HP, 800 damage. I think we'll be fine against Joanne, but you never know. We only have 3 lives and 80% damage reduction. This is not OP at all. By the way, these posts cannot bleed, which can be a bit difficult if you're playing like Sword Boy, depending on the bleed, but they can also cannot kill you, so you're fine. At least these posts track, and because they're in a boss fight, they also only have 15. They also kill by Kingslayer. As you can see. If you didn't, let's see more closely. So second phase of Joanne, it's harder than the previous ones because she just won't stop. If you depend on getting to her face and attacking, she moves. And now, instead of doing one move and stopping, she does at least 2 together, as you can see here. And these fires deal damage to you. Though with our damage reduction, the 5 stacks that we can get from here, might be actually good because it triggers Reckless, and now we are at 941 with physical attack and 43% of damage taken, so 57 damage reduction before Knight's Determination coming into play. Yeah, and we can just dash around like crazy because these things deal damage by themselves. And it's not negligible damage, really. It's still in that empty hole. It's the same move as the normal weapon. We're getting close to 15% health, so it's later. 309 damage. Oh, the ring is here, so it's Shadow Knight's ring. Very good item, generically good. But Shadow Knight is actually something that I wish we had early, because it's just good damage. And we also grab some more maximum HP. This year we don't grab anything. If we died, we could buy less resistance again, which would have been nice, but as you can see, we haven't more than enough HP. We can heal here, grab more maximum HP. Let's go full 50, right? 500 I mean. And our damage is fine, so I'll just invest the rest in cooldown speed. You can see now we have 200% skill cooldown speed, even though we have 0 mana cycle or anything really. And why I like Shadow Knight's environment so much, if you get it early, you just swap and our room is down. It's not as great in in a boss fight, but it's still good. Okay, so these two items here, they have a high contrast, because this here is good in a generic run, but in a hard run where you have 500 HP, if you have 30, you took too much damage, and 30 barrier is not good enough, really. This here, however, is very good. First Antique will give you 35 max HP, and the slowly restore HP ability is very nice. So our two defensive items are good enough, and I believe we don't need it. If you want to be safe, you can replace this. Like Hunter's Boots is fine, and you grab another like treasure here, or another chase here. But I like our heirloom, and I really think we're done with this build. I'll just check what we can reroll for. Drugs and Sphinx just for 10 more HP, which is 14.5. And I say 14.5 because sometimes it does put some point whatever here. But right now we are sitting at 522, which is, let's say, more than okay for beating Evil Dead. We're coming to the last room, so we just come here and Shadow Knights. These will walk into it. The other ones here, you will hear it, by it, and the room is gone. That's why you pick every Shadow Knight that you find. And yeah, coming to the hero fight, I usually show my build here in my final boss fights. Both skulls and the quintessence, and the items is just 4 good chase items, 2 generic good damage items. We could have replaced rear blast with the ring, by the way, but too late now. And yeah, Hope Slasher, which is a must take for every physical build, just like Netherman or Mana Suppressor is a must take for every magic build. And my 4 guaranteed dark abilities, they're fairly reliable and fairly cheap, so you don't need to have 6 dark quartz every single time, and they are unlocked early, so you don't need to be on level 9. Damage 6, 7, 8, but we deal more after dashing and even more after dealing damage or taking damage. Damage taken currently reduced to 0.77, and it will be reduced more. I will show you. Let's go. Enough talk. Optimally, you could stay here and wait until Shadow Knights is reloaded, but are we really losing this run? I hope not, because 1 hour 13 minutes plus the first act in, it's yeah, it's too long, too and so first phase is basically the same as the normal mode, so you just do RF, but if you're not used to this, you're probably not playing hard mode, so Shadow Knights is very good, though it has a downside. It makes it hard to see what's going on, but it deals a lot of damage, so it's worth it. We have a lot of life to spare, and hopefully we don't need that Witch Staff, because it might come into play on phase 2. These 3 balls just dash into all 3 when they converge, and just like the missiles, and it's easy, fairly easy. we have so many levels of invincibility. Like the hero had to go through warrior's portals, and when it disabled, it went then into the the mirage. So, and we also have fortress. And after it breaks through all of that, then it has to go through all of this HP. For this here, you cannot stay in the corner anymore because the bolts will hit through the corner, but you can just double dash back and forth, or just one way if you time correctly, as I did in most of those attempts. Okay, phase 2. Phase 2 is the hard one. It's actually the hardest part of hard mode, by far, because the hero won't stay still. That's why I like the dash builds, but if you are patient enough, you can actually just go in front of him and hit him or whatever. But why stand still and you can dash for more damage? Shadow Knight with dark mode is very dark, but you just look at the hero at this point. Stop looking at your character and you will be fine. Just dash into them. His dash, you just dash into the line but under it. Yeah. And try to stay a bit far from it because sometimes it will grab you and heal for 25% fight, or this grab that drops it into the wall. If you dash into this grab, at least the slow motion will come in and you will not get it. The other grab that he sends it into the button. Okay, this thing here is annoying, but it's not invisible, and if you swap, it's even easier because the swap moves you further and again gives you 20 HP barrier for free, which is even higher because we are taking less damage. Okay. This is the dash. When it's in the other side of the room, it's way better. When it's in the middle, I cannot evade. It's just like it heals for 20% HP or 15, and it's how can I say, the most frustrating movement in the entire fight. Okay, this is the second most frustrating one because it tracks well, and, but somehow I couldn't see it, so I dodged it by pure luck. This thing here, you can stay on the top, or look down and find a corner where you won't hit, and you will be fine. I believe the corner alternative is better for power Skul, but if you have a double dash, you can just go upwards and double dash, and you'll be fine. Okay, so we're getting close to at the end, so let's, yeah. And that's the run. If you got to this end, like, follow, subscribe to this YouTube thing. It's my first video, so let me know how it goes. The mic is probably shit, but everything else should be fine. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.